Okay. Are there new names on there? All the names are still recognizable, so I feel fine.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Crazy Crafter live stream. My name is Colin Bressy, and I am the Crazy Crafter. Welcome to the Sunday crafting tutorial live stream. Joined, as always, by my dear friends, Michael Patterson from Nat One Videos. Hello, mate.
Hello, hello, hello.
And then my brother from another mother, Daniel West, tuning in, hanging out in his garage with his gremlins. How you doing, Danny?
Doing great.
Fantastic.
It's a good morning.
It is a good morning. And our very, very special guest today, our featured guest, who we are so thrilled to have on the stream, Tine Maertens joins us on the stream. Yay! Big love in that chat. Get. I mean, y'all were standing in line. It was like a rock concert. You guys were standing. I think that's the largest queue we've ever had before the stream started, Tina.
Great. That's nice. That's nice.
Thank you so much for joining us on the stream, love. It's great to have you.
Yeah, well, well, I started with Dutch. Okay, it's not easy because I'm not English speaking. I'm Dutch speaking.
Right.
But I'll do my very best, and if I don't get the words right,
make them up and say them in Dutch. Say them in Dutch.
I'll say them in Dutch, and Sander will translate it for me.
Michael will translate. He learned Dutch just for this stream.
I can't really speak English properly either.
That is. Where is your dad, Michael? He speaks Dutch, so.
Oh, he does? I didn't know your dad spoke Dutch.
My mum, she's South African.
Oh, it's your mom. Sorry. Next up.
Afrikaans, or that would be South African. She doesn't, but even that, she doesn't really speak that.
No.
So.
But anyway, I'll do my best.
Well,
that's all we ask.
That's all anyone can ask. Well, Tina, before we dive into our really cool Infinity Portal build today, tell us a little bit about how you got into the craft and how long you've been crafting now, and what are some of the things that you love about the hobby?
I started about 4 years ago building a dollhouse. I wanted to build a dollhouse, and for a niece of mine, a little niece who turned 7, and I gave her a dollhouse. And now the brother is turning 7, and I want to give him a dino land, but I have no idea how to start working on that. So I started, well, doing some research, and then all of a sudden the world of minis opened up to me. And well, from there on, I started crafting everything I was thinking, and Dungeons and Dragons, and some students of Ghent asked me to make something for them. So it kind of got carried away with it.
That's good. That's a good. There's nothing wrong
That's
with
how
it.
it happens.
I feel like that's definitely how it happens. The carried away
Yeah.
part. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But
Well, go ahead.
every
Go ahead.
project you make, you learn something new, and you want to
Yes.
take it further and further and further, and you start collecting things. And when we go on holidays, I see little rocks, and I see stones, and I see branches, and I see everything, and I bring them all home. So I have a room full of crafting stuff.
Awesome.
Now. So,
Awesome.
I love
That's my son now, Tina. Whenever we go for a walk, he's out like he's within the last couple it's been tree hunting, right? Been tree hunting,
Yep.
trying to find the right trees, which is good actually. That's going to come in handy for the duelist diorama that I'm working on right now. So be able to gather some of those trees. But I think all of us out there and here certainly on the Crazy Crafter can relate to the desire to collect copious amounts of things. I'm like, you never know when you're going to use that.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of myself today, Tina and Michael and Danny. My mom got rid of a pill bottle and she's like, do you want this? And I was like, no, throw it away. I don't need it. I have too much junk. I throw it away. I said no to a piece of potential terrain.
Yeah.
I did good.
Proud of you, buddy.
Okay.
yeah. Thanks.
First step.
First step.
You pitched it. I was literally say one step at a time.
Hey, the first step to recovery is saying no to excess terrain. Well, in addition to I wanted to do a quick shout out there as well. I see Lee Jiao out there in the chat hanging out with us today. Lee, if you'll notice, this thing right here, I've already got the first note, Lee, because this one wasn't originally designed for OBS Zoom. I threw it in here to see how it looked. When I frame it up with everyone, it's like consuming me. We'll have to see if we can. I'm gonna have to make futz with it and see if I can make it smaller. But Lee, if you'll notice on the Discord, on the YouTube banner, for the YouTube channel, Lee Jiao, who has helped Michael out before at Nat1 Videos, helped the Crazy Crafter live stream out this week by designing some new threads, as it were, some new digital threads, let's call them. And he did this in like not even a day. So Lee Jiao, you are a champion, and if you guys are ever interested and you need, Lee did some amazing work. Thank you, Lee. If you ever are interested and you're like, man, I want a graphics designer, I want to bounce something off someone, like, you need to get a hold of Lee, and he's accessible through the Crazy Crafter Discord, right? He's a part of the community on there, and you can follow him on Instagram as well. So Lee, we're looking forward to seeing what you turn out in the future. It's you're a talented young man. So thank you so much for your talent, and I appreciate all the hard work that you did to make this channel get a little bit better and grow a little bit this week. Thanks, man. It means a lot. All right. I've got my coffee ready. Danny, what do you? Danny.
Yeah.
What are you drinking over there?
I slammed through all of our cantrip coffee, so I need to put another order in.
Okay. Okay. That's good. So what? You're not drinking cantrip coffee?
No, I need to put another
Michael's
order
laughing.
in.
He knows why he's laughing. He knows why I'm stuttering here. You need to order some. What are you drinking right now?
Just like coffee.
Just coffee. I've got the material components rocking it today, and
It's so good.
It
I
is
need
good.
more.
It's pretty good. If you haven't, Derek Ludwig's out there in the chat right now with Cantrip Coffee. Michael, if you would you mind throwing up a link to Cantrip in there?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, you got to throw it out there.
I feel like a fool because they do offer a subscription service, and I should have just done it right off the bat. I shouldn't have questioned it. I should have just done it, but now it's entirely possible that the next order will be coming with a regular, consistent feed of the caffeine into my system because I'm an addict.
An addict is good. And it's hard not to be an addict, right? It's tasty stuff. So we're looking forward to I look forward to my mornings with cantrip.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself to some cantrip.
A bit too far away.
I know, right? That is you got Derek. It's time to blow up. When you blow up, you got to have international distribution, and then you'll be able to distribute the coffee around the world. Well, now that we've got coffee, we're properly caffeinated. Yeah. Tina, tell us a little bit about the Infinity Portal, and like, is there anything in particular, like what inspired the Infinity Portal? Like what inspired you to come up with this particular design?
Well, the Infinity, I saw it first, I think, at Martina from Sweden. She's the channel. Oh my God, I forget it. Let's go. Yeah, that one, Michael.
I'll say it, I never remember. Nerdforge.
Yeah, Nerdforge, indeed. I saw that one, and it was mind-blowing. And then I saw another one, and I did some research, and then I reached out to a friend of mine who has a son who uses this foil constantly. So he goes, they use it to blind windows from caravans or from motorhomes or from houses. And I asked some leftovers, and I got some, and I started, experimenting with it, and then I found it so. I am into lights. I love lights. I love lights everywhere and every. I mean, they make something extra in the things you create.
Yep.
And the Infinity is, it's even more dashing than just a light. So. That's how I started trying to make Infinity stuff. So I'm still experimenting with it. I did a piece in a book nook in a door. I did a piece.
What was that piece?
Wait, I thought you might ask that. So wait, I'll try to. I don't know if you will see it because it's really far away. It's in there. It's so hard to see.
Light behind it?
Yeah.
At the very end? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's really hard to see on a camera.
Cool.
There's definitely
we can see it,
reflectivity, but I get the idea.
Yeah, we can. We get it. We get the gist. That looks so good. That's so good, Tina.
That was with the skylight too.
Building work as well, and the woodwork on that.
Right. I like the fact that you can't that it's not just an open square, that you get like the frame, and it's like you've sliced the buildings in half and are getting that nice.
See that? Well, it's so hard to see on camera. I
the lighting.
Noticed that.
The lighting for the sky, for the night sky, reminds me of, is it the Venetian in Las Vegas that has the changing, like you are inside, but it's got it's like it changes from like you've got clouds floating above you in the hotel and in the shopping area. It's pretty wild. That's what that sky reminds me of, Tina. It's really cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
But I mean, lights can do so much for your little artwork you make. Like I made Moria, and I put the Infinity lights.
Can we Danny, the same thought, like, I made Moria, no big deal.
There was this time I just kind of slapped together one of the largest things like ever, and like I was just like blah blah blah, and I just made Moria this one time.
Oh, there's a Kimberly Seegers out there saying, "Very pretty, Mom. Very pretty, Mom." I agree. I agree. Yay! Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Kimberly. Your mom is amazing, although I'm sure you know that. She is probably one of the best crafters that I know and I've come across and connected with in the crafting community. And we are so I am forever eternally grateful to Gerard Boom for many things, one of which is connecting, bringing you and introducing you to this community. That's how we got connected. Man, that was a while ago now. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
It's going on over half a year.
Yeah.
I love, Tina, your ingenuity and your creativeness with the different tools that I would have never have thought to implement in the craft before. So, your ability to incorporate the lights, to incorporate, the reflective papering, the reflective mirroring, the way you use lighting and the way you use paint. Like it's just, I always learn something. I feel like I learn something after I look at any piece that you build. There's something to be gleaned from that. And again, Tina's not the only one that I have that with, but like I'm in constant awe of your work and all the detail you put into your craft, Tina. So it means a lot to all of us that you are here today, because you have been nothing but a supporter of all of us and this channel. So it's awesome to get to showcase you today. It's rad.
I was just reading a comment from Kim. She said runs in the family.
Oh, it does.
Well, we started out painting mimics together with one of the mini muckers. We have a little small Facebook group. It's called the mini muckers or mini makers. You can see it in both ways, because mini makers, we make terrain for minis, or we paint minis, and the muckers means bodies. So it's fun. And Mark and Randy, we organized a workshop for some game boards players, and they all had a great time. We made dice towers with them, and that's what I'm planning to do. We were starting that just before the pandemic hit, and we're gonna start that again with the game shop too. Brecht already asked to make something with people who come to the shop, and we go crafting together. So it will be fun. I love that, because I love to share things. I love that.
I mean, and that shows within how you've interacted with everyone, and you're not only you're supportive of everyone in the craft as well, and that supportive nature, and always offering helpful feedback. Like you're just a wonderful person, Tine Maertens.
Thank you.
And don't
make me blush.
You're gonna make me blush getting to hang out with you on the stream today. There was a general buzz about this stream today, and just very, very excited to get to build the first of many, Tina, with you on the stream today. So tell us a little bit about your Infinity Portal. You have the Infinity Portal there, right?
Yeah, I have it.
Can we take a look at it? Let's take a look at this awesome.
I don't know,
awesome piece.
I guess it's a sign of the times. Every single time you say the word Infinity and don't end it with Gauntlet, I go, what?
What?
What? It's the Infinity Portal. Okay.
It's the thing that opened up and that the whole world got sucked into about it exactly 1 year ago.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yep.
Wait, I get my wires all mixed up here.
That's how I start my day. I have to mix up I think they start mixed up, and I progressively mix them up further.
Oh no, this is going the back.
I have to comment while Tina finds that. Michael, I'm loving your studio setup there. I like your microphone. Like you've got the plant to your right. You've got the microphone. It looks absolutely lovely.
Oh, are you muted? Are you muted, Michael?
Am I muted?
Oh, I just heard you. I think there was a ducking issue.
Have you seen the show Between Two Pines?
Yeah, there you go. Between two pines.
I figured I needed a plant friend. No, I'm back. I'm back in my little flat in London. We travelled back from the countryside yesterday after 3 months away from our flat. So that's why I feel different.
Well, welcome back. I'm glad you guys had a safe journey back. All right, Tina, let's see this. Let's see it. Here it is. Oh, dude.
It's not yet the Infinity. It's a piece on its own. This one.
Yep.
I just made it, but you see the reflection already here.
Yep.
Normally you can use a mirror and back, but I used the same foil I use for the Infinity. So the lights are down. So you can use it as a separate piece.
Now, are those all individual LEDs that you put inside the piece so far, Tina?
It's a string.
It's a string.
I still have to figure out where to go next, because I'll show you what I'm about to do with this one.
Mm.
And if you put this, I'll put this on with magnets. Right, here, go like this. There you go, with the Infinity. But it's so hard to get a good look on the camera, because it reflects everything around me.
Right.
So Tina, are those lights the little strings that you sent to me?
It is. Yeah.
Okay, so just in case, because I see the way that you, underneath it, you've got some of the lights. Is that because you had a longer string and you only needed a certain number?
Yeah.
Okay, so I figured something out the other day by accident. I accidentally cut one of those in half, and I turned it on. It still worked. So you can cut those.
I know. They still work, but I don't know what I'll do with them. That's why I didn't cut them yet, because wait, I'll get the rest of the project I'm working. It's a project, a learning project. Let's call it like that. Because I want to take it to the shop with me and show people what you can do with stuff.
Are you pulling out like 3 other iterations right now? I just happen to make all of these. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm just. It's supposed to go up there.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, then you can use those LEDs underneath to create some illumination.
That's
inside
true.
Of the other... Yeah.
And that's where it comes. I want to make some connection between them, so I can put the lights all the way. Lights. I have to raise it up.
Oh my goodness.
All the way there. Okay.
I love it. I love it.
That's about.
It's so
that's
cool.
The idea.
It's so good. It's so good.
It is. Lights. Oops. Like this.
Playable levels then.
Oh my gosh.
And I want the lights inside here, because you see they make something beautiful too. So I want some lights in here, and I do want some lights on the floor too.
And is the intention that you still can unstack this and make each level playable?
Yeah.
Yeah. See that that's where your challenge is, right? Because then you got the continuous line of LEDs.
Yep.
For sure. Yeah.
And I want to make a connection with, in one way or another way. I don't know. That's what I was talking about last time, because I want to connect them in some way, in some weird way. I don't know.
Right.
Seeing the way that you're plotting them on top of each other, like when we had the conversation about the LEDs and stuff, I didn't really know what you were aiming to do. Now that we can see that, there are definitely ways you could do that. You could have like little copper strips that stick, and then whenever you slot it on top of each other, that just creates the connection, and it would work.
Yep.
Oh, yep. 100%.
Well, the copper I already tried, and I didn't like it, because it's not that good. I have a copper who sticks to everything, but I didn't like it that much. I use it on the portal, the awning portal, the inn I made for the awning portal, and I don't like it. But I got some little connectors I got from my brother, but I still have to learn to work with them.
Sure. And there are also some like crimp style connectors, I bet, that you could just crimp onto the ends of the wires, and then you could make a really simple like I mean, it wouldn't be as elegant as just dropping it in place, but you could like put them together as you plug it, plug in layer after layer potentially.
That's what I want to do, because I think that would be cool. So I still, because the lights go all the way down. Wait, let's show you that.
Sandra says, can you please tell everyone to warn paramedics before the end of the stream? I got a feeling it would be necessary. That reveal just gave me a cardiac arrest.
You see, there's a little light.
Jokes for days.
Oh, yeah.
And there, I don't, Ah,
You
you
got a little
see it.
coming through the floor too.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
why I made a wooden floor, because they are coming through. So it's nice to work like this.
I had an awesome. I had my knight in shining armor just walk through. I was gonna do my reveal counter to yours, Tina, and I was gonna be like, and for now, my amazing, crazy infinity portal light, and have this, but I forgot them outside on the patio table because that's what I do. So my wife, I was like, can you please bring my tea lights in here? And she's like, she came in here and gave them to me. So yay, thank you, wife. But I've this is my my infinity light. Now I do want to do this build. I want to try this build. This is like prototype 1 for me of like experimenting today. The one I'm gonna do on the stream today. I do want to make a larger. I was like, oh cool, I'll make my, because that was a reveal for me too. Like I hadn't realized the scope of it all until Tina revealed it right now. I was like, I can build that one circle in like infinity portal, and there's multiple layers. It's so I was like, of course there's amazing. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, nothing to be
That's
sorry
what I
about.
Apologize about.
Sander asked me. Sander said on a moment, he said, I like terrain to be visible from all around the table. So I got something like, okay, what is visible all around the table? It's a circle. So I made a circle. Just like I started with this one, this little one. So
Love that. I love that.
It's like this. It goes
Yeah.
like this. And that's what the magnetize things. So put this out, put the blue ball in. Right. I need a magnet. Oops, where are you? I use ball magnets, so I don't have to buy every time new magnets. I just use it from one piece to another. My flickering lights, it's not good. Okay. Oops.
Maybe a little bit
my.
higher.
Wait, just the lights won't work. Yep.
Lee Joe is telling you to check out your Discord, by the way. He's probably already made the other thing.
He's already made the other thing. I know he has. 100%. That's exactly what he's done.
That looks.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love the crystals in front of the LEDs.
Yeah.
That looks so cool.
And then you put a little ball in it. That's where we go from magnetizing things, because you can change. I mean, from what I hear from all the players, because I don't play D&D, I don't play RPG, but I hear it has to be versatile, be used for many things, and so I keep asking myself, and okay, can I transform it into this, into that, and that's why I make things the way I do, because I want them to be.
I love your show as well. It's I think. I mean, I think you are a next level kind of crafter where you take it up to another level. Like for me, I build the stone walls and stick some LEDs in it, but like then you're sticking crystals in front of the lights, and then you're like, it is another level of detail. 100%. I love that.
Details are really important. That makes the thing pop, and yeah, it makes it nice. I love it. The more details I see, the more I love it. So. Like this one I made especially for Amy, because it's glitter all over.
Ah, yay!
That's an Amy roof. That's an Amy roof. And
So
goes up this. And there. Voila.
An Amy roof.
Amy roof. I get it. I get it. Oh,
you get it like this. So. I mean, you can. I don't put it in there. I don't glue it on, because you can use it like this, but you can use it like this. You make something totally different about it. So
what's the ball that was on top, the roof?
That's a ball you can buy on Christmas. It's a ball with LED in also. But
She likes the
I
lights.
kind of burned the LED. I put hot glue in it, and it didn't work anymore. So, but I kept the ball because I thought, well, maybe someday I'll use it for something, and I did. So.
All right, if you're all ready for a little Li Jiao magic, you ready for some Li Jiao magic? Can I get a drum roll? Someone,
Yes.
let's get a drum roll. And poof.
And nothing changes on the Zoom for us, but I believe that it happened.
It has happened.
I believe
assure
it.
you. It
Don't
has
see it
been
yet.
adjusted. It'll come up there. Li Jiao, you're a champion. What a champion. Like in the midstream, making an adjustment and sending it to me. You're a champion. Just like that.
All right.
Home run, Li Jiao, home run. Okay.
Yeah, the chat is behind. You see?
Yeah.
I follow the chat
We are
there.
traveling ahead in time. That's
Yeah.
how we do.
I'll take the ball.
There it's on. It's gone live here on the stream right now.
Say again.
It's just I've just watched the transition on really really good.
Nice.
It was life-changing.
It was It was life changing.
Those were the balls,
Oh, that's so cool.
I love it.
and it's changing colors, and
Yeah.
it's nice. It's a
That's
nice thing.
super cool.
So I picked some up and I put them on the side, and I know I will use them someday.
Yeah, that's the big thing that has to get destroyed someday. You know what I mean? That's the
Yeah.
after months and weeks of finding the thing and struggling through all this stuff, you finally face the blah 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 and the evil wizard. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing that evil wizard made. That's the thing that's gonna blow up the world. You know what I mean? And like you put a couple draw a couple of crackly lines in it. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I love that.
Well, what
Okay.
what are we Danny, I know you had kind of talked about your Infinity Portal a little bit today. Like what have you got rocking and going on? What are you going to work on with yours?
There is gonna be something on my desk in an hour and a half. There is definitely gonna be something there. You pulled out the candles, little tea lights, and I am rocking the tea lights today as well. But I have been cannibalizing them and putting little LEDs on ends, and so I've got several little LEDs that I can place around and to just sort of color the thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, these aren't the single 3-volt battery is not really designed to force a lot of juice through one, so they get dimmer and dimmer the more LEDs I put on one.
Oh.
But I'm just gonna put a little glow in there, and then the LED, the orange LED on the tea light specifically provides the flicker, and so if you don't take it out and solder onto that, I can black out this LED, and I can make you can make a flickering LED of your own color if you want. Again, sort of emulating that fire flicker. And so I don't know how well this is going to work, but as I was thinking about it, I thought it would be neat to have a series of LEDs in the air, all sort of flickering, and potentially get, with that infinity look, maybe an entire colony or hive or whatever of will-o'-the-wisps to appear in an area. If you can just sort of use the wires to move them up, paint them black, and get a whole series of little flickering lights moving, so you'd have these little motes of light sort of in the air flickering, was sort of my idea.
Nice.
I've got a couple additional thoughts on that might make it better or fail utterly, but that's that's I show up to the stream every week just looking to see if I fail or not. I'm like, we're gonna see if this is the week. We're gonna see if this is the week that I make a complete idiot of myself.
But see, that's
It's
part of
mostly that week.
No,
but,
it's not. Like that's part of the fun of this stream, and that's part of the fun of the craft is trying something out. I was talking to Chris Fort last night from Might and Magic brand. which is another place you guys should check out if you like D&D merch, and you want to see some really, if you want to see some really cool inspirational mini painting, follow Might and Magic brand on Instagram for sure. But I was talking to him about the little tiny swords that Amy has been making and showcasing off, and the ones that I was working on Friday, and I'm like, I want to. It'll sit and it would be okay if I just super glued that small of a scale sword onto the resin hand. It would be fine, but I want it recessed into the hand a little bit. So I'm now thinking, how do I melt this tiny resin hand and let it the sword recess up into the hand just a little bit more, so it, so I can, and it's the only person that bothers, Danny, is me. You know what I mean? Like, everyone else would be like, that looks great. Why are you even doing that? But I'm like, I want to try it because I haven't melted a resin hand before to put a tiny sword in it.
My initial gut reaction is like, getting that level of precision is going to be hard.
Yes.
Right? So I immediately have two thoughts. One is don't do it. And one is but instead use like a rat tail file or something and just gently grind out the area that you want to recess it. My second thought is don't try to apply the heat directly when you melt it. My thought would be to take like
a pin or a needle.
A pair of vice grips, exactly. A pair of vice grips to grab that pin, superheat the pin, and then gently touch that and then come in with another tool to create your bend.
There is a little mini drill, a little vice drill,
pin vice
that Chris, my neighbor, has. So I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna try like 100% those things. Like,
this is the screwdriver situation now, again. I always have a pin vice right here, and it's literally like,
I've got my little dude that I've painted. I will not be testing it on this one. No. I will be testing it on the test print that I have. I typically try to make 2, so I can always experiment and do whatever I want with anything. Yeah, heat the pin. I've thought about that too. I saw that. I see that popping up in the chat, Amy. That's a really good idea too. I thought about, that modification that John Hosenfeld has to his wood burner. Like, if I had, like, I wonder if because he's got a really fine tip point. I wonder if that would be good. I know it's not going to take much because it'll, the heat will melt the resin for sure. So I have to tread lightly, and I stay tuned for the Discord photos for failures this week. That's coming.
I got a feeling you're gonna have little stubby hands.
Melting. It's gonna turn. I don't remember him fighting with a hook in that movie. He's gonna end up with a little tiny hook.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! You could just heat up my swords and smash them into his hand. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Amy.
Okay.
Is there a way of there, because you get STLs, right? Is there a way of like mesh, like using something like Mesh Mixer to like just go in and grab it? Zane Morgan has been futzing around with that a little bit, and I see.
To like mess around with it, like you got to there's a lot of like, you have to create the skeleton and get specific with where your anchor pointing so you don't alter the STL. You got to. I could. I get it. You can mess up a polygon and then suddenly it's not a solid, and then like But I want to make an infinity portal. Let's make an infinity portal. Tina, what you were about to show us something there? What you got?
Well, I'm trying to make another one.
Yeah, where you start? So you are starting. Is that's the circular inside? Now, you were talking to me the other day about how to make. Did you make your own circle jig cutter, or did you have the one from Shifting Lens?
I did. Yeah, I do have the one of Shifting Lens, but because you said you wanted to have a jig, I just made one. I left it somewhere. Oh my god.
That's all right. We can talk about it, and maybe it'll magically appear.
I'll explain it like that. You take a little latchet, you put a small. Oh no, I have
little nail, right?
Yeah, a nail, but also a little piece that fits right in the proxon.
Yep.
And I had it here. There. Yay. So you make like this.
Yep.
And on the other hand, and I lost the nail. No, the nail is here. Yeah.
Yep. See it? Hey, Instahand.
Okay. Yeah. And you can put that on the proxon like that. Put the foam in here, and it'll cut.
Are you clamping it onto the proxon, or are you just sort of?
With this.
It just has the guider, and it sits right in there.
So yeah, that keeps it in place laterally, but you're not worried about it shifting side to side once you
it won't.
put it on there?
It won't, because it gets really stuck in the proxon.
Great.
So that's how Shifting Lands makes his. I mean, Gerard makes his. Not Shifting Land. He makes that too. That's the one from Shifting Lands.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Great.
But of course, that's So,
Right, that laser coming in, getting that stuff done. Yeah.
Yep. Look at that. Blah.
it's a great jig. I love it. Well, I started out with a homemade, but then I met Gerard in Hans on the Workom. Beurs. How do you say that? Sander, where are you? Workom event. Okay, an event. And I met him there. So I bought some stuff from him, and it's really cool. I really love it.
He doesn't have. I was planning on reaching out, just touching base with him anyway here pretty soon, but I don't know if the circle jig is available on Shifting Lands USA. I couldn't find it on USA. I know. Well, this is fun. I definitely want to start, Tina, by making the one that you just showed us how to make. Yeah. I'm going to start with that, because I find myself, it's not, and the little tutorial you messaged me the other day, I was just like, oh, that's super, that's totally doable.
Especially when you got an American scissor.
I do have them. They're always here.
No, that's not an American scissor.
Okay,
I'll tell you the story about the American scissor.
Let me learn about American scissors. I don't know what this is.
There's a lady in Newport, that's on the coast here, and she has a store. It's called the Mini World. She was when I first met her, I think she was 78. She had amazing tools and amazing stuff. She had all the Proxon things. I mean, all the Proxon things.
All of the Proxon.
The wood turning machines and the little table saw and the everything. I mean, she said to me, if you want to cut latches, those, you use an American scissor. And I said, an American scissor? Okay, what's American scissor?
What's that?
Well, you can cut straight, and you cut under 45 degrees. So I'll show you my American scissor.
Yeah, I'm so curious.
You will know it. I'm sure you will know it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there it is. That's
an American scissor.
That's the American scissor.
American scissor.
And it's a changeable blade.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know it. Of course you know it. So you put it on there and you go like, it's a super thing to use in wood. And under the 45 degrees.
And there it goes. Boom.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
It's marvelous. I love it. I really use it a lot.
Michael is like Michael is digging. I think Michael will be traveling to Amazon shortly thereafter to make a purchase.
It's really nice. It cuts MDF like butter, I mean.
Very cool.
So that's the American scissor.
Love it.
Love it. I did not know. Like, I've seen that tool before. I've never heard it called that thing, but
she called it that way. So I kept remembering it like an American scissor. So it's an American scissor to me.
Yeah. Why would it be? That's great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why she calls it that way. I don't know. I have no clue, but well, she did. So I keep referring to it as an American scissor. So that's the Derek. I think it was Derek who wanted to know what the American scissor is. So now he knows.
Now we know.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, cool. Derek was saying that the jig is available in America. He just got one, but they may be out.
Maybe that's new then. I'm glad. I have to look into getting one because I'm all for supporting Gerard and Shifting Lands, but I also I'm gonna make mine first, and then I'll probably end up grabbing that one too. So
you do that because I made the how you call it. I made this one too. First with the larger thing, but now when I saw Gerard, I bought one too from him because they're great.
I'm seeing your comment to Mini Mason there in the chat, Michael. What did he say? That's pretty funny.
And then you can put the wire.
Oh, and puts right through. So that one is that the one you made?
No.
I was gonna say that's. I was like, it looks like the Guider Pro 2. Yep.
It's great. Those are the things I use the most.
Those are good tools. Yeah. Those are very, really very, very good tools.
I don't have them. So I'm probably making a square in Infinity Room, I think. Yeah. I'm probably making a square one today.
Nothing wrong with a square one. I'm not doing. Ooh, this is why you wear a glove. I just busted this out, Michael, and I was cutting the foam and it slipped right off, and it thankfully went down into my cutting mat. But like that's a trip to Colin running off stream to stop bleeding and then come back.
And that would be the end of the show for today. As Colin goes gets stitches for himself.
Oh my gosh, that's what almost just happened.
Second one I'm building now is like more, again, trying to make something different with the same piece. And like I said, I use those ball magnets. I have to get them out. They're like this.
Yeah. And then you have like a circular receiver?
Like a rivet. Like this.
Oh, nice.
You put them in like this.
I love that idea.
I do too.
And then you put a rivet on the other, and it clicks on, and it stays on. And it's so simple, and it's I mean, you can make so many different things and still use the same magnets because those real strong magnets, they do cost.
They do,
So I'm trying to, take care of the wallet too.
I think that's a takeaway that is worth like the entire stream, like is those and I like there are no polarity issues.
No,
like that's the thing that bothers the heck out of me with all the magnetization is that you're always dealing with polarity issues. Right, like you don't have to track it, you don't have to think about it, you just put the rivets in, you get used to putting them in a certain set, and then if you don't want to magnetize it, you just take the thing off. Like I think that's so smart. I think that's probably the best take on magnetization that I've seen. Period. Like it's so good.
So here it goes around again, the jig. Whoops. So this time I'm trying to put the lights in the jig. In the portal.
The center,
itself.
Yeah. So, because I have some questions about that. Because I noticed on both of the builds, you've got. I'm assuming you've got the mirror facing inside for the outside cone, right? And then you can. If you're working in a circle, do you need the interior?
No, you don't need. No, you can let it bounce on itself.
Yeah, because that was my plan, was to just do 4 sides of a square thing, and I assumed like if the mirror would be facing in on each side, I would get the effect.
Yeah.
And then I was like, am I missing something with the center column? But because it just adds an extra layer, right? It just sort of like adds an extra something.
You see they go around and around and around. They bounce back all over the place. Is it visible?
Yeah. No, we have a lot more LEDs in the image than are actually present in the real world. Yeah.
So that's the idea.
And the folks are concerned about your audio, Michael.
I know this. I'm gonna have to. I like the mic that I was using last week. That's my father-in-law's. I need to get a new mic.
All right, Phil. Time to come move to London. Bring the mic.
What was I going to say? I'm curious about the ball magnets in terms of polarity. Like with standard magnets, you have the reverse polarity on either side. How does that work with a ball magnet?
Where's the North Pole? Like, there's got to be a pole on it. Like,
no, it's not.
Wow.
It just
like
you see it.
Well, our minds have been blown by the ball magnets today. I love it.
I think by the screen, Daniel.
You can make a ring out of it. You see, they all stick together.
Oh.
So there is a polarity. It's just not like there's not like a side. You know, there has
They just keep turning around, and if you try to, well, they search their own polarity. But with this, it doesn't like with this one. It just sticks to the little rivet, and that's it.
Right, because the rivets are just a ferrous metal, so it doesn't really tear. Yeah.
Because I was struggling with the polarity too. I misplaced some magnets, and I had something like. So I went searching for something else. So I found this, and I really like it. So yep, because they're so there's like
Love
a
it.
ring of magnets.
Life will find a way for the polarity on the little round ball magnets.
And while we're talking about jigs, you see this. This is imprinted with some rollers.
Ooh. What did you use? What rollers?
The rollers from Green Star World, they're amazing.
You have a bunch of different ones. Which one did you use, Tina?
The Aztec.
I like that one a lot. I may have to get some Green Stuff World rollers. Some pretty unique textures you can get with that.
Yeah,
love
you can
that.
make.
Too cool. Those are too cool.
I made some preparations for the lessons I'm hoping to give. Well, the lessons. That sounds. I'm not a teacher. I'm a nurse, so I'm not a teacher. But I like to share things.
I learn stuff from you all the time.
I'm no teacher. Sandra is a teacher. So you can use them on foam too, but they're better on clay. Like that's the dark runes.
Now, is that the clay or is that the?
No, that's the foam.
That's on foam. That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
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 That's the dwarven. I used on Moira. Wait.
So cool.
No. That doesn't. Okay. No.
Yeah, I need to buy me some rollers.
The rollers are
the Aztec
amazing.
I showed you. Those are the elves. Like. You
Dude.
can't make that. Those are the Celtic, I think.
I like that. I like those. I like all of these.
Yeah.
And that's another runics.
Yeah, those are too cool. Those are way too cool.
Then I started go modern. Started to go on hexagon, I think it's called.
Now, is that all on one roll?
No. Those are different rolls.
Oh no, I mean, I'm sorry. The one that you're
it's
currently
on
holding.
one roll. Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah.
So
nuts?
it has the street and the sidewalk.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
that is too much.
Isn't that
That's
cool?
so-
And this is the factory. Like, okay, well.
I love
are wild.
the factory one.
Yeah.
And this is on the foam, so that goes good. You can cut out this one and put it somewhere else if you want to. I mean, you can do anything with it. I love it. And then I put it on clay. I normally put it on clay. I like it better on clay.
Yeah, the rollers work really, really well on clay.
Yeah, they do.
I gotta start cutting some stuff, or I'm never gonna get even started. No, those are so good.
Yeah.
I gotta buy stuff.
And I like this one because you can crumble them up. Like this is made in clay. And if I just want to use a little piece of it, I do snap like, look, I snap it. And I use this, for example, on a base or on a wall, or to make it more interesting to look at. So that's detailing again.
Yep.
I love detailing.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because I mean, I've unplugged my microphone. I think there's something wrong with my microphone.
We can hear you, my friend.
I'm just using the laptop audio. Anyway, no one wants to hear me anyway. So
that's not true.
That's Moira. Parts of Moira.
Awesome.
It's so cool. It's just such a it's such a great way to get texture.
And you can crack them. You just if you want to crack a tile, you just go up. You just crack them, and you integrate them into one of your tiles or something. So that's great. I love them really. So that's that.
Super,
the other thing I
super cool.
love is the embossments I told you about. You can make things like this.
Now is that foam? What is that?
That is foam. It's foam, but really thin.
How did you create that embossment? Like, show us how you did that, because this is one of my favorite things that you've showed me so far is how to emboss and like create these textures.
Yeah, like this. So it's really easy because I started out with just the embossment plates. They're like this. It's metallic. And you get this. So,
so cool. Where did you pick up that embosser?
I just those little plates are from the Action. They cost like 96 cents or something like that.
Yeah.
They're really cheap. I mean, but then I bought a little machine because I don't need big details. And this is my embossment machine. So I'll just try to explain it with. Whoops. I think many women know the embossment because they use it to make cards, Christmas cards and all that kind of stuff. That's the one thing I do is go shop around in other hobbies. I look at what they use and I try to use it for myself. Wait, I'll put on the light again because it's getting darker in here. So I even embossed on balsa wood. You see, but
I love the fact that you've embossed on the balsa wood.
Yeah, it's balsa wood from 1 millimeter, and it embosses really nice. So wait, I'll try to make. So you got 2 plates. You see, that's the bottom plate. It's been used for a while now. And the other plate, and you put something.
Tina?
Yeah?
I've got a question from Night Terrain. How has starting off in dollhouse miniatures influenced the things that you make today?
I think the eye for details. I love details. I really, I made the dollhouse. I made like a little television and make little couches and make little beds and make little closets and they have to be detailed if they want to be interesting. So that's why I like details, I think, because the more details you put on your work, the more it's more attractive to look at. So that's why I detail a lot. But I'll have to get some little piece of foam.
So, oh bollocks! Get in there.
It's funny hearing an American say the word bollocks.
Bollocks! Well, it's funny trying to see this American fit his LED into his Oh my gosh, this thing. I've caught that there. I need to rip that out. That's coming out just a titch. Oh my gosh. Widen that hole a little bit. I am cutting out. I've got my base for my portal here. It's not flush yet, but I'll get it there. Anyway,
lift it up so we can see it there, Colin.
Yeah, I will. I'm sending this into recessing it down into here, and then I'm gonna add. I've got this cool little hexagon shape that I that I'll stone up in texture, and I'll layer that on top. And then once that gets layered on top here, hold on, I need to look at it the way I want it. There it is. I'll layer that on top, and I'll be able to basically get, what I'm going to do is layer a piece of this clear cellophane through on top of it. So when you turn it on, it'll have that kind of red infinity, like crazy portal design of what I'm starting off with. That's what I want. That's my version today. That's my little version that I'm working on.
Tina, you were going to show us something there?
Yeah, well, I layered up the embossment tool, so you just put the hard plate beneath it. Just put some foam. Put the barbs. Yep, there they go. And then you put the other plate on top of it. And now comes the tricky part. No, it's not tricky. I mean, I have to put it in the machine, but I can't do it here upstairs because it won't work. Upstairs, up there. Oh my God, my English is so good.
Your English is great.
It is great. Don't worry about that.
I bet my children are laughing at me all the time.
No. I always, we've had this conversation before. You're for a second language. You do great. You do great.
Yeah.
You do great.
You see it? Okay.
Let's see. Look at that. Just rolling it through the foam factory.
Yep, it is.
The foam factory, Tina.
It doesn't work that good.
I love it.
So then you pick it up, and then you go like this, and you have it.
That's so cool.
Super cool.
I need to get one of those.
Yeah,
that's
right?
So cool.
Right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You've got so many cool tools, Tina.
Well, I have been working on them for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everything I see, I try to make. Not everything I see. When I see things, I think I can use them, maybe, and I try to explore them. And I went to a shop, no, not a shop, an event of hobby crafting, but more like making cards and making all that stuff. And that's where I got all those nice stickers too. I use them a lot too. I have them somewhere. Oops. They're on the other side.
Pickle Jar, Josh, the legend himself, has joined the stream and is hanging out, and saying Tina live in person. That's right. We're
Hi,
excited.
Josh.
We're excited. We're excited for Tina today, Josh. I've also got Dark Matter workshop out there. Welcome, Dark Matter.
Oh, Hert, hello.
Welcome to the stream.
So these are the stickers I picked up. So if you see, they're also very detailed. And I'll put one up. If you put that on to somewhere like this, wait.
That's a sticker?
Yeah.
That's wild.
That nuts? Isn't that nuts? Like, I just love how you're able to. I know you've used that before for like a molding around like a room or buildings. Yeah. Like, I love that that setup for exactly that, Tina. It looks so good.
Like in those corners, you can use this, like on a not a coffin, on a chest or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
What else do I use? I use also jewelry for on the nails. That's another. Another thing.
Jewelry too?
Yeah. No, but that's wait. Nail jewelry. Jewelry. Oh my God, that's a hard one.
They're
Oh,
like
that's
little
cool.
stickers as well.
They are little stickers. Those are so cool.
Yeah.
Those look
there's
great.
a lot of things you can use, really. I mean, if you keep your eyes open, you can use, about everything.
Again, a huge takeaway that I think you shared that's very important, Tina, that I'm really starting to implement when I'm out. You know, you don't like anything like how do I utilize this tool from another craft, and can it work and implement in my medium and with the materials that I use. I just it adds unique texture to the builds, and I think it all it does is it enhances your terrain.
It does. It makes it interesting to look at, and
right.
That's my goal.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished all the time.
It's fun. It's fun. It's just fun. So I did invest in another great tool. That's the crickets. I don't know if you know it, because a lot of Americans know it, the crickets.
Yeah.
It's something they use for, but I use it for creating something like this. There you go.
Look at that.
Put that on a wall, and you got instant.
How does the stickers and stuff? Do they take paint well, or do you have to do a couple of layers?
Yeah, the stickers you have to prime them because they're glossy, and I even sand them, but very, very, very light, with very, very fine grit. I think it's 1500 grit sandpaper. So just take off the top layer of the shiny thing, and then prime it good. Sometimes 2 times. So
would Mod Podge and paint act as a reasonable primer for that, or would you need something before?
No, it doesn't, because it has the habit to disappear into the Mod Podge. It pushes it away because it's really glance, and it has a layer on it that pushes the paint away. But if you sand it really well, not hard of course, but really like this one too. That's for Amy glitter. I have to send some to her. When is her birthday?
Yeah, you do.
March.
Huh? You're talking about her birthday?
Yeah.
Just
March.
a couple weeks here. Yeah. Coming up. Coming up.
Yeah. But you see, if you put this, or if you want to keep it that way, you can do that too.
See, that's cool. Again, just more texture that wouldn't have been there, or harder to achieve, by itself or freehanding and that stuff. Those stickers are amazing. I love it. Okay. I love those. Well, for those of you that are just joining us today on the stream, we've got Tine Maertens today has joined us, and an amazing member of the crafting community that has captured the hearts of everyone in the crazy crafter community for sure. Ever since she's entered our lives, and we're really thrilled to have Tina here today to share with us this Infinity Portal build. And right now we're just walking through some of the other tools that Tina has implemented in all of her builds. So these, the embossers, the American scissors, the stickers. All of these amazing things are things that I've never seen implemented in craft, into the hobby before. Tina introduced them to me, so these are amazing. In addition to, several weeks back, Michael, you guys had the magnetic board build that was inspired by her. That for me revolutionized the way I was like, man, that spawned like all sorts of stuff. Like that was the whole purpose of the dungeon tiles and rethinking how we do dungeon tiles, because if they're magnetic, then you can interchange that. Like all it's done is just constantly fuel our crazy creativity. So you rock, Tina.
Thank you.
Speaking of magnet boards, Tina, is that the magnet board behind you?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
It's
Grab it.
currently working as a. No, I can't grab it. It's too hard. It's too large.
Don't
But
grab
you
it.
can put-
It's just that big one.
Yep, that's the
That's so
magnet.
cool. Looks
There you
great.
go. But I'm taking it to another level, thanks to Michael. Because
Yeah.
you went to the whiteboard.
I bought a whiteboard, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
I went a little further.
Yeah, those the metal sheets.
I'm
That's
taking
great.
it to the metal sheet. Oops.
Love
That's one falling down.
Yeah,
Because
that's
that's
gonna be
not a metal sheet.
an even stronger bond for sure.
They hold really well.
Oh, I like those little walls you've made.
Yeah, those walls
there's
are
a-
really cool, Tina.
Some test walls I'm making for the things, and then you put the. Remember this one?
Base terrain,
one.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That looks
This
great.
one is the disc with, but you can put
That's a CD, right?
magnets on it, but it's not that well. It stays on.
That's a CD disc, right?
Yeah, that's a CD.
That's so
with
cool.
the wire under, and it's still magnetic. But with those plates, I asked place 12 by 12, 9 by 9, 6 by 6, and 3 by 3. And I'm planning to make something, stackable, hang it on the wall. I don't know yet. I'm still working on it, thinking on it.
That's awesome.
But it'll be cool, I think.
Oh yeah, it
So
will.
work with those. They do weigh 750 grams, so they're not really.
But that's a good thing. I think
light.
that
Yeah, the weight.
Yes.
people like to have terrain that has a bit of weight.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I won't put any weight with those walls. I have to pull them off. But now it's on bare. Like, ooh, it won't come off. So you see, it tore off my magnet instead. That's how good they hold in the magnets. But there's no foam on it yet, so I mean that will lose some of its magnetism. But it will still be strong enough, I think.
It'll be all
Stronger
right.
than the-
I
than
think
the
it'll be strong
whiteboard.
enough.
Zane's
And
just
what-
joined the chat.
Hey Zane.
But hello, Zane.
See
Got quite-
Pirate Queen Pickles out there too.
yeah.
Ah,
Just
Wendy,
say that.
hello.
Yep.
And Dark Matter Workshop is saying Tina should totally start a YouTube channel.
No, she wouldn't.
I think. I mean, I understand why you don't want to start
Yeah.
one, Tina, but I think it would be awesome, like,
Mhm.
to maybe at least post videos of the final results of your builds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Because people would love to see it. Like, I
That's
mean,
true.
I know you don't want to do the tutorials, and because
No.
it just. But
Well, I would
have
love to
somewhere to
do the
put that.
tutorials, but not like this. Okay, I mean, but I have been spending some time preparing this and what I want to talk about, but it's a lot of work to do a video and editing and whatever it takes. Maybe when I retire, maybe I'll start crafting and do tutorials. Maybe, I don't know. No, I don't think so. I'll
But,
keep
I mean,
crafting.
like, just I mean, maybe 1 or 2 minute long videos where you just put a bit of music and you just film your build from a couple of
Mhm.
different angles. Nothing too complicated. People would love to see your builds.
It's
Mhm.
true.
Sure.
Or just keep coming back and visiting us.
That's also true.
I mean,
That's a possibility. Okay, that's something I want to do. It went okay so till now, so I think it's okay. Okay. So what else do I have here? Oh, I have another great tip. I mean, I like it. I really like it. My kids are game board players,
oh,
and you know they have to push out some cards and I keep those things because
sure,
I mean,
yeah.
they make great floors or
Yes.
windows or whatever. it's you can just put them in there and they're all the same. You don't have to cut anything. So I like it very much. So I asked them to save them for me. So they do that.
Nice.
I sent you a picture, Colin, of the one I made for a Warhammer. I used that on the floor, and I used granny grading to fill up things, and that was really nice. I really liked that.
When did you send that?
I think I sent you a bunch of pictures of.
Was it earlier in the week?
Yeah, on the messenger.
Okay.
I sent you a couple of pictures of things I made, because there you see the results of the things I
Do you mind if I just ask, get a little update from Daniel here?
Oh, yeah.
Because I can see what he's doing on the screen there, and it looks pretty cool.
Looks pretty good, huh?
Yeah, so I really quickly cut out some rectangles of acrylic so I can have a little firmer surface to work on. And then I mounted, oh, look, there we are. It's a mirror. I've got it, stream inception in my mirror.
Wow.
I didn't have the right, what do you call it? The spatula or a thing. There's a tool for evening out the stuff, and I actually didn't realize this film had a slight adhesive back. The other film that I put down before, you spray and then sort of use the cleanliness of the liquid to stick it down. This had an adhesive back sort of deal going on to it. So I wasn't prepared for that. I even brought my Windex to do the stick down method. And so when I put the stuff down, it was very much on there. And so I used a popsicle stick to try to get rid of some of the bubbles. But there are bubbles, and we're going to run with it. And
use
now
the bank cards.
What's that?
Use the bank card.
Yeah.
You have the credit card.
I don't have my wallet on me. I didn't want to run out of the room. So I just used the edge of a popsicle stick, and it worked pretty well. But now I'm going to, I think it's bandsaw time. It hasn't been for a while.
Bandsaw
time. I'm going to rip some sticks, carve them out to make some channels for these things to go in, and we'll see if we can make a very rough structure quickly to mount these things, I guess. We'll see.
Nice.
I'm going to mute myself because it's bandsaw time.
Bandsaw time. Rip away, my friend. Josh from the Pickle Jar said that he would love to see some post-Tina builds. I agree. I agree with you, mate. That would be baller.
See, that's a good point. Let's, Tina, I'm going to drop your Instagram link into the chat here. Are you cool with that?
My Instagram, there's nothing on it.
This is why I'm asking you. I don't want to force you into a position, but I mean, maybe you could share a few photographs on your Instagram.
Kim, who was here earlier, my daughter, she's about to learn me to use Instagram more. But like
nice.
I say, I can use it. But
I mean, you've got some nice photos there. I'm going to post it in the chat anyway, and I mean, then it's entirely up to you if you decide to do that or not. People can check what's there.
It wouldn't be the first time a guest on the Crazy Crafter has gone down the Instagram rabbit hole and led to other avenues of social media. Who knows what'll happen? But I think it's great, Tina, because you know the way you just posting in the Discord all the time, like it's a really. I think what it will do is you'll find a lot of people will find they'll find your stuff on Instagram extremely helpful because look at that.
I think you see this one the best of all.
That looks fantastic. Oh my gosh.
It's really only about 5 or 6 lights in it, but it's lighting all the way up.
It's amazing, is what it is.
That's a portal.
I love that portal. It's
the ugly one on the ups.
I am going through and texturing. I've got the base of the base together. I've got the bricks drawn in for where the tea light will get sit on top of. But now I've got to go through and texture all the bricks real quick, And then I'm going to try to get this thing painted before the end of the stream today. We'll see if that happens, but it's okay if it doesn't. If you are new to the channel, in addition to chatting and keeping, hanging out in the live chat, that's so awesome. We love having you here. In addition to that, drop a comment after the video is posted and leave a comment in that section. Like the video as well. These are all marvelous things that help the channel grow. In the comments below, you can let us know if you've made an infinity portal or any portal in your own builds. And then in addition to that, all the wonderful tools that Tina is showcasing today. What are some unique tools that you found throughout the hobby? Like, what are some really cool things that you guys have discovered that you would have never thought before? Like, I know, one of the things that I pulled away, harkening back to John Hosenfeld, but that like mineral paint thinner to texture foam, I'd never heard of that before. That's a unique one. I've used the acetone from nail polish remover, but never that paint. And it's a very, if you go look at John Hosenfeld's stuff, it has a very distinct look. It has a unique texture, much like Gerard Boom likes texturing with the individual pencil, because it's just, it really is how you add texture and layer in everything into your builds adds to your aesthetic and the style that you can go for. But it's what's so lovely about Tina is there's just this awesome variety, and like your ability, Tina, to take something that you see and then replicate that texture on your own it's a great quality to have within the hobby. And I think you utilize techniques that you've learned from so many people. It's diverse within your build.
I steal everything I see.
That as you should, right? As you should.
Pop something up. Like I told you I would show you. I hope that cable does. Oops.
If you guys haven't done so already, Michael just put it up in the Discord. Hey Laura, we see you out there. Hello.
Oops.
Be sure.
Colin?
Oh yes.
This one is for you.
What is that? Which one is that?
That's a wood burning tool.
The wood burning tool.
But you can lower the temperature. No, that's right. Lower the temperature.
Yeah.
Heat it up really to solder, but that's one you can use for imprinting on foam too.
Do you like the wood burning tool?
I love it. I just love it. Look, that's the small. Yep, no.
Now, is that one that you purchased after John came on the stream, or did you have that before?
I had that already. That's the one I used to make the lantern thing. And you can turn it up, and you can put some forms on it and burn it away in the foam at really low temperature.
Elston says he needs to. Sorry for interrupting there. Elston says he needs to see more pictures of Tina's finished work to help him on his crafting journey. He was saying the other day that he's going to get crafting, which is really doing some terrain.
He did. Cool. I think that's really cool too, man. Elston, I can't wait to see what you make. And now you're going to want to have all that awesome terrain for all those amazing minis that you paint. That you're gonna we'll have a cool tutorial. Or maybe that's what you want to do next week.
No. I want to do some.
I know you want to mini. You want to get.
I want to paint some minis too.
We will paint minis. We'll definitely paint minis. Having Elston on will be absolutely fantastic. And a reminder for everyone: next week's is not a Sunday tutorial, but rather a Saturday tutorial. Saturday the 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is when we're going live next week, folks. So switching it up a little bit next week.
I gotta say thank you for that reminder live on stream, because
thank you Amy Root for reminding me that I completely forgot that we were springing forward, and she's like, you do realize you're springing forward, and I was like, nope, I totally forgot. And she was just like, that might not be a bad thing to remind everyone. I was like, yup. So thank you, Amy Root. Good looking out. My friend.
That's a strange thing, because here it's the last weekend of March we do that.
Oh,
That's so strange.
we're strange here in America. If you haven't noticed,
Are you now?
Oh yeah, oh yes.
No idea. I have no idea.
Had no idea.
Is Zane in the chat? I've got to look. Is Zane in the chat?
Zane has arrived. He is in the chat. And his last comment was, Tina is a true artist. So there you go. He's watching.
I just want to show him something, but I'll check. Colin, show it again.
Oh, I've got the little red light filtered on there. Yeah. It's coming through. It looks pretty cool. I'm the LED, the tea light LED is a titch underwhelming, but that's okay. I think what I might do as well is not glue it in here, right? What I might do is just leave this area, magnetize it. Yeah. That seems to be the new phrase on this show. Yeah. Just magnetize it.
Magnetize everything. And
then we'll be able to, I can switch out the tea light. I think I can interchange. I like this too. I like this. I'm going to magnetize this on top of here so I can remove this, and this can, you could stand this up, and it's got so many different variations on it. I like it. Mm-hmm. I like it.
So this one is especially for Zane. I told him if you cut, but I don't think you see them. You see those cuts in the foam?
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now you burn it. And it's so funny. I'll try to do it in front of the camera. Wait.
I've missed what's happening here.
And now we have fire.
What are we doing? Oh, right.
Tina's making magic again.
No, I just learned that from somebody. But I like it very much.
So you're using the heat to make the material retract, right? To really emphasize the lines. Yeah.
Colin, I love you. I love your face.
Every day, Tina, I'm learning something new from you.
Yeah, so they do that a lot in EVA foam work when costuming and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I made the mushrooms like that because I really like that. I have to find that this guy's channel is so good. He makes mushrooms like this, and I learned it from him.
Have any of you guys actually used EVA foam before?
I haven't.
Nor have I. I'd really like to. I mean, that is something that I would love to dip into on the channel someday.
I think we talked about it on the stream not too long. Like, was it even the last stream? But I've used it for costuming.
I was gonna say,
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Is that I would love to maybe get you, Daniel, to do a little bit of a tutorial on how to do that, because I would love to try a bit of costuming out at some point. That'd be cool.
Oh, sure.
Yep. Okay.
I think Cross uses EVA foam a bit as well in his builds.
Oh, that's cool. I know. Who else is there's several people that have used that EVA. Let us know in the chat if you've used EVA.
I'm gonna try something. I don't know if you will see it. No, it's flashing too hard. Oops. And there's a piece of foam on it. Ugh.
I'm trying to go through quickly and cut this. I'm
working.
I see. Oh, look at that window. Look at that. That's so
a window
cool.
From Gerard. I'm making it, but I don't know if you see it. It's so hard to get it on the camera.
I am going over to Amazon right now to order some minis.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Paint some
What
minis.
kind of minis are you going to order? What are you thinking?
Well, Elston has just mentioned that he was thinking about busting out some of the Fellowship of the Ring from the Lord of the Rings minis. I think. And I've been I don't know why I haven't bought it yet, but I've been meaning to buy that starter set of just the Fellowship. I just want to have it because I make a lot of Lord of the Rings builds, and I always want to put minis in them, and I don't have them, so I just need to
time to do it. Time to do it. That'll be fun next week. Elston,
Michael.
are we going to do some Lord of the Rings? That'd be fun.
Sorry, Tina, what did you say?
Here you go, Michael.
Oh, sorry.
Hey.
I'm on Amazon right now. Let me have a look.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's what I want.
And that is definitely Gandalf the Grey at that point, right? When he's if he's unpainted.
Yeah, he's still unpainted.
That's, you shall not pass that pose. That's I think that's the Balrog pose, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll put him on Moira.
Nice.
Games
Dude.
Workshop.
Okay.
Fellowship.
I'm gonna have to see if I can find. I still need to replace the FEP film. I haven't done it yet. That's a project today. I'm gonna teach my son how to replace the FEP film on a resin vat because 4 and a half years old is a good time for that.
That's awesome. 1 day delivery. I get these tomorrow.
Oh, good luck trying not to paint them before the stream.
Yeah, I need to figure out which one I actually want to paint on the stream.
I like that. Are we doing it, Elston? Are we doing Lord of the Rings? I think we've committed to Lord of the Rings next week on the stream. That'll be fun.
I won't complain.
I'm not going to complain either. Danny, I'm going to print up some resin minis and I'm going to get them up to you somehow.
Okay.
I'll get them to you.
I am like working at the frantic speed, and I am just butchering all of my little dados, but that's fine.
That's all right. I am working. I'm working quick here too. I don't know if we'll see where I get to today. I think in 5 minutes, guys, we'll head over to the Discord and we'll take a look at everyone's work today, because I haven't looked at it, but very briefly, I think it's starting. I think it's pretty. We've got some really cool stuff in there to show off. So
yeah, I would just like by the end of the stream to have something that is mechanically an infinity something or other. You know what I mean?
Right,
that's my only goal.
And when is the lightsaber coming on?
Edgar, we're looking at probably the final weekend in April. I think Edgar's going to come on in April. I don't know when. I haven't talked to Root about it specifically yet, but I'd love to have Root on here, towards the end of April as well. Oh, there it is. Tina's already got her lightsaber.
Wait, are we making? Wait, explain to me. What? And for those of us that don't know what's going on, what are we talking about? We making
yeah, Danny, I since you're not here to help rein me in, I do crazy things during the Fights on Foam live streams on Wednesday and Friday, and I run wild. And one of the things I run wild with is I've had my buddy Edgar Landa, who's a fellow colleague within theater. He's a teacher, a fight director, actor, director, and he has been building. He just likes crafting, and he has always wanted to build his own lightsabers. So at the beginning of quarantine, that's what he started doing, and he's been building them for a year now. So he's excited to come on the stream, and we're all going to build lightsabers on a Sunday stream coming up. Yes, please.
Sure. Yeah, I support that. I have no reason to not support that. I have 2 lightsabers in the house currently.
Oh.
But I will go full Grievous. I'll just pile out my arms.
You'll have all of the lightsabers, my friend.
All the lightsabers.
I love it. Are you excited, Tina, for the lightsaber stream?
Yeah, of course. I just got those lights, I think last year, and I haven't found anything to do with it yet.
And he's an SAFD guy, right? So, I'm assuming.
I don't think he's trained with the SA. Edgar's definitely trained with the SAFD. Edgar's trained with, Fight Directors Canada. Edgar's trained with a bunch of different organizations. Just
regardless, he's a guy who fights on stage. So I'm assuming these are like the 1-inch polycarbonate tubes, so you can smack them together and all that nonsense.
Yep.
Oh, I've been to many a forum.
You guys will probably be cross paths and be like, "Whoa, Danny, Edgar!" I wonder if you guys will be like, "You did this thing." Maybe you guys have crossed paths on the forum before.
I've got a question here from Derek for Tina.
Yes.
Off-topic question: when, not if, Tina starts playing D&D, what type of character will she play?
I'll be the witch, of course.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Of course.
Love that.
I'll be the wicked. No, I won't be wicked.
Oh, well, you can be whatever you want.
I want to be wicked. No, I'll be the witch.
Maybe be chaotic good.
Chaotic good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gives you a
I,
little
I
bit of
used
flexibility.
to, when I was a little bit younger, we used to chat on, not a Discord, but it was MERC. I don't know if you ever heard of it, Mirk. It has a channel from the station, the radio station here in Belgium, Studio Brussels. We had like a chat room, and I was one of the moderators there, and the nickname I gave myself was Lady Shadow.
Lady Shadow.
And I still like that name, the LDE. I don't put the A in lady, so I still like that. So I'll maybe play the Lady Witch or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go. Because people keep asking me to play, because I think I will, because if I start playing, I'll get more inspired even to make terrain and make things they really like. Yeah. Because Randy and I are thinking about setting up some kind of library, like you can rent stuff to play D&D and bring it back afterwards.
Oh, that's cool.
A cool idea.
That's something we are thinking about to do. So he'll paint the minis. He's painting my dwarves now. I made him a scenery for his minis, so that's how we work together. And he was thinking about it, but we're still, well, brainstorming on it, because I would love to make that terrain and people get to play on the terrain.
Yep.
Like we have a big event in Belgium called Facts. It's 2 times in a year. It's all about comics and RPG and everything.
Yes, please.
And I made some terrain for them too, and it was fun building. And it's nice if you see the banner of the Facts, it's my terrain on it, and I like it.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's nice. I really like it. I don't do it for the money because you can earn a bit. You spend a lot more than you earn it. But I just charged them the things I use, like paint and the glue and foam. That's it. For them, it's nice to have good-looking terrain.
Good-looking terrain. It makes a difference.
I think, Colin, your camera, it must be attached to your table again. It looks like there's an earthquake going on.
Oh man, I'm 100%. I'm all kinds of crazy. My crafting cam that I normally would switch to froze, of course. So, you know, as soon as Pickle Jar showed up, my camera froze. Coincidence? I don't know, right? But he knows how it, like, that's the way it goes, man. Like every single time you're like, oh, you like, and it's so fickle. It just randomly is wild. How all of that, you know, it likes to go in and out here. He just messaged. What did he message me? Ooh, he sent me this really cool image that, Josh, are you on the Discord? Put it up on the Discord. If not, I'll save it and throw it up there for you. Jeez. I don't know what Josh's work, like, I don't know if this is his project today, but Josh just shared a picture with me on Facebook.
Don't share it too early, man, because that might be...
It might be up there. It might be up there.
Well, it might be a video or something, and...
right. We did that. We did that once.
I mean, what are you talking about? Nope, that was perfect. That didn't happen, Elston. That didn't happen. Nothing happened at the Blood Bowl, Elston, with that early reveal. Colin didn't I didn't mess that up at all. Everything was great.
A quick question from Cross here for Tina. Were you talking about internet relay chat?
Yeah, I think MERC. Yeah.
IRC.
It was in those days, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. It was really fun because we held gatherings and all. So everybody knows you from the chat, and all of a sudden you're in real life doing things together. I have a couple of great friends from those days. I mean, yeah. So, and my oldest daughter, she came on the same chat box, and she was called Lady Junior. So everybody knew she was my daughter. So it was really fun. It was really fun times.
Dude.
I keep on daydreaming about whenever lockdown and everything finishes
Yeah.
that we all get to meet up. But then I
Yeah.
keep remembering that we're like literally on opposite sides of the planet.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm ready to travel. So bye.
Good.
I'm coming. I'm coming, everyone. Just so you know, I'm
I've
coming.
got my sofa is ready for you right here, man.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All I can offer is a sofa.
I'm ready. Well, I think we'll probably have to get it when we come to London, mate. We'll have to get a because it's not going to be just me. It's going to be the whole crew, man. The whole crew will invade the UK. It'll be amazing because
Awesome.
Belgium was one of our favorite places. Like Belgium, the Netherlands were amazing, but one of the places that we didn't get to, we didn't go to Ireland, we didn't go to Scotland. So like, I definitely want to do that again. Like, I basically just want to take a summer and just leave if I can afford it. I don't know if that is possible, but I'm I'm
If
gonna
you're
figure it
staying
out.
with people from the craft, you can.
Right, right.
A week or two ago, Elston, I did a standing stones one, and he was saying that he lives near Stonehenge.
Oh,
Mm.
He was saying come and visit in down where he lives, and then just go and spend a day at Stonehenge.
Yeah.
That would
yes,
be
please.
cool.
We'll do
I
it.
can't think of a better thing to do.
Right.
Although
Right.
I think though that like that they're quite strict about letting you get close to Stonehenge.
Yeah.
I think you have to watch it. You can view it from afar, but not get really close in.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
mean-
a shame. Understandable though, because otherwise it would just be swamped with tourists all the time.
Yeah. Everyone is saying right now in the stream they're posting like Crazy Crafter International. That's on the to-do list is to get the when I hit 1,000 subs, it doesn't matter where I am. I can stream from anything. And I just figured out, like I was talking to Chris last night about this. We had a socially distanced whiskey by firelight last night. It was very, very, very amazing.
That's romantic.
Oh, it was romantic, and I shouldn't say whiskey, but whiskeys plural. Way too much. Hadn't had a nip in a while, but it was very, very nice to sit down and relax. And he was like, well, what happens like when we start? He's like, you work all the time and you travel. He's like, how are you going to do the stream? And I was like, I've been thinking about that. And one of the things, one of the amazing things and amazing tools that you have could stream from this anywhere. I can always stream from a laptop. I was thinking about a laptop setup, but another way I can stream is once you hit 1,000 subs, you can stream it from. I finally can utilize my GoPro because you can set up the stream key from the GoPro and it will connect and go live directly, and that will be in high def. So I'm hoping to take it with me on the road wherever. So if I'm in rehearsal, I'm on break, I'm on lunch break from whatever I'm teaching, whatever I'm at, I literally can stream wherever I'm at. And I now have to have like a little you know how they have like a go bag, like in the military, you got the go bag, you're ready to go. It's like the craft bag. It's ready to go at a moment's notice. That'll have to travel with me no matter where I go. So
Hot glue gun will travel.
have hot glue gun will travel. Shall we take a look at the Discord here, everyone? Let's transition over to the Discord. I'm going to go, bye. I'm going to disappear. And then there's going to be an amazing Discord that pops up. Okay. Let me do this. Oh, I can also do this real quick. I want to make sure that the white frame goes there. There, that's a little better. We're going to transition that. So the logo's still there. Let's pop this up and see where we've got. This is from Dyson Snugut. I hope I'm pronouncing that. Dyson. Let's go from DS. We're gonna go with DS. DS is kit bashing here, and I believe, if you guys tell me if you're right or wrong, but this looks like, is this Claptrap? Is he making a Claptrap here? That's what this looks like.
Find it. Oh yes.
It looks like Claptrap from Borderlands.
Oh yeah.
That'd be
looks.
cool.
I think it's super cool. This is looking mighty cool, but he's got that green stuff rolling around. I love me some green stuff. Hopefully I can love it so much to where I find my knuckle guard again, because that is somewhere gone. But this is looking good, DS. I like this.
That's looking cool, Daniel, by the way.
Oh, what is it? I haven't seen it. Let me see.
I just saw it like little pillars and stuff.
Is he pillaring
Came up onto the
pillaring it up?
Sorry to distract. I just saw
It's okay.
Daniel's screen out of the corner there.
All right, now we're gonna go with Carl. Let's check out Carl's sword in the stone. Oh my gosh!
I love this.
This
I absolutely love
is
that.
amazing.
I want to play on that.
I want to play on it too. Carl, this is absolutely amazing.
I'm pretty sure that will probably be Carl's next video, and that's
I hope
the video
so.
I'm looking forward to.
I hope so. I'm gonna make it. I'm totally gonna make it. I've tooled around and toyed around with the thought of taking some of the swords from my armory and trying to replicate them out of foam, and that's essentially what Carl has done here with this. Like, this is amazing. This is so much fun, Carl. That came out great. I love all the variances and the different weathering and the age of the stone, the vines, the flocking. It's amazing. It is amazing, Carl. Well done. Yeah, Mini Mason's like, dude, this is amazing. It is amazing. Speaking of amazing, Saunder's got his ruined modular walls here. These came out great, Saunder. I love all the flocking and the variation of the foliage that you put on here. These look absolutely fantastic.
And the best part is that Sonder is crafting again. That is the best part of the whole thing. I'm just glad that he's doing crafting again. It's so cool.
Yep. Happy to see you back in it, my friend. This is wonderful work. Boop. I like the individual, the different colors of the stones. Those came out really well, Sonder. I love that. Have you tried? I'm looking at these, Sonder. I'm telling you, try the Gerard Boom technique. Get that little pencil out, dull it out, and rub it all over those bricks, and it'll rock your world. I like this look of the texture. There's nothing wrong with having the smooth stones on the texture too. It looks fantastic. Look at this. Look at this one. I love the mini. Love the mini here. Oh my gosh, with the wood floor. There's their flooring down there. Now, can you remove that, Sonder, or is that adhered to the piece? Did you glue that in there? Because that's cool. I like that. I like that wood flooring. Yeah. Boom. Big old bush back here. That looks great. Love that. Love that. Who's this guy posting in here? Oh, yeah. That's my eagle. That's my Skyforge eagle sound. This is from our very own Michael Patterson here from his latest video. If you haven't seen it yet, Michael, please throw the link to that video up into the chat so everyone can check it out if they haven't seen it. But the Skyforge build this week was absolutely fantastic. And this is you carved this one, right? You carved the eagle.
Hand carved, yeah. I mean, do you want to know the really weird thing about this build this week?
Yeah.
Is I posted that in a couple of Skyrim groups, and I'm talking like loads of people were like, I've visited the Skyforge in Skyrim so many times and I've never seen the eagle. They never realized that the outcrop over the top was an actual eagle. They were just maybe too engrossed in the game to realize that it was actually an eagle.
That's funny.
Like, and you call yourselves fans of Skyrim?
Oh no, that's so funny. What you miss and engrossed. That's.
I mean, it must be engrossed in the game.
It has to be. Has to be. I mean, if you're up close to it, most of the time, if you are visiting there, you're typically talking to the blacksmith there, or you're probably crafting epic weapons at the forge. Yeah. What's his name? Say his name again.
Well, it's either Erland Greyman or Yorland Greyman.
No, you said Erland Greyman. Like you put a voice on it. I want to hear the voice again.
There you go. Yeah.
I want to hear the voice.
Erland Greyman.
Ah, there it is. Thank you. This is looking great. I love, one of my favorite parts, and I didn't know this until I watched the video. All these little braziers. I'll go back and I'll look at one here, but I want to. We'll go this one. It's a little out of focus, but these were resin ones that you hollowed out to put in there, and I was like, oh, that's wild. I hadn't seen I hadn't seen that technique before, and I thought that was brilliant because it allowed you to illuminate those as well. It's really, really
I've
cool.
been thinking about making them like from little strips of cardboard and stuff and everything, and then I was just scanning eBay and they were there, and I was just like, okay, this is way better than what I could actually handcraft. So
now, did you do the fine point pin on the eyes, the little ballpoint, and just dot it?
no, I did that with a paintbrush.
You did that with the paintbrush? I hate you. Your first mini and you got eyes. I hate you so much. So
well,
jealous.
I watched I think it was Squidmar.
Yeah. Yep.
And he made a very good point about eyes. I think that there's a tendency for people who paint minis to want to put the dot right in the center of the eye.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying that your focal point is never straight on. If you're looking at something, it's always going to be pointing inwards.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's true.
to deliberately put your dots so that they're not in the center of the ball, but put them more inwards. And that's all I did. I just followed that instruction and it turned out good. So yeah, so try and actually, by deliberately making your mini cross-eyed, you're actually eliminating the look of cross-eyedness. Does that make sense?
It does. I have a feeling I'm still gonna googly-eyed, cross-eyed mine. That's my goal this week. I'm gonna do some more mini painting with the Fights on Foam. I've got some more minis to paint up, and then Elston next weekend. I'm gonna kill I'm gonna get good at eyes this week. I'm getting good at eyes. That's what I'm doing. What are you laughing at over there, Danny? What are you laughing at?
That's a great goal.
What are you laughing at?
Be goal oriented. I love it. Oh
my goodness. Well, the mini painting is going to be fun. You did a really good job for this mini here, Michael, for the build. You did a fantastic job. It looks absolutely smashing.
It's really great. Yeah.
I love it. I want to go back up here I want to go to this one. Is this one? Yeah, this is like, I love this shot. This shot of the Skyforge. Those little what are they called again, Michael? The glass beads, basically, for the embers that you.
Bullseye Fritz. So
Bullseye Fritz.
If anyone has been watching my channel for a while, early on in my channel, I've got a very good friend who lives 2 streets away from me, Richard Tilbury, and he is a glass slumping guy. He's got a glass forge in his back garden.
So cool.
And I was telling him about my first little forge that I built a couple of months ago, and I was just like, I want to find something that the light shines up through, and he just handed me this pot of Bullseye Fritz. He's just like, this'll do it.
This is the thing.
That is actually perfect.
He is right. It is absolutely glorious. It looks rad. One more picture of the forge before we move on here. In all its glory. There is an eagle at the forge, everyone.
There you go.
Moving on. Dude! Derek, you put the resin in. You put the resin in the basket and it got the hose. Look at this. Oh, all of the grime down here with like the algae, or it could be poo. It could be whatever you want. Use your imagination.
Skulls in there as well.
Oh, it looks so good. The
great.
resin looks great, Derek. Oh, man. These sewer tiles are amazing. Is this just like a shield floating in here?
And there's a battle axe on that last one over to the left as well.
Where? Over to the left? I missed it.
So on the last one with the tentacle creature, if you go look at the left of the picture, he's got a battle axe.
Yeah,
on there
yeah.
as well.
He used that's where he was using the bread.
That's looking great.
He was using the bread tie, the bread clip, and he used that for the blades on the axe here. This, Derek, all the texture you got on here is amazing. So, this is a cool time to tell everyone. I believe it's let me look at my calendar real quick. The 11th, Sunday the 11th, Derek will be coming on the stream to show us the sewers and talk about this build. And we're excited to have Derek on the show and talk to us about this. This is fantastic. And here is my favorite part of the build. This awesome monster, which he sculpted and has it Here you have the before. You had the before picture, and then brah, you have this tentacly creature. They reminds me of like a barnacle from Half-Life, for you Half-Life gamers and fans out there. That but this one's bursting up through the sewers.
That's interchangeable then. So has he got a magnet on there or something?
Derek, you have to let us know. Is it a magnet? Is it a magnet that you have
Magnets
on here? Here's
everywhere.
the before. Magnets everywhere. They're versatile.
Oh, that looks
Such
great.
a cool
I'm coming behind with with the images.
boom. Love
I'm
the
looking
bricks.
at the chat now.
Love the bricks getting
Like
broken out of there.
behind.
The resin
Derek
pour
says
looks
Danny's
great.
on a mission over there.
Dude, Danny is on a mission. I am. Are you? How you doing there, Danny? You're cranking. You're cranking, bro.
I don't know.
I
You're.
almost finished mine.
I think
Oh.
all the gremlins took a coffee break.
This one is going well.
Oh,
to
that
come.
looks good, Tina. That's looking really good. I like that a lot.
Needs more
I'm-
paint.
I got all of my stone textured on mine. I'll show it here when we come back after. All my stuff's textured. It's ready for paint. I need paint, and I need to embed magnets, and paint is where I'm at for mine. So I got pretty good to where I wanted to. I'm gonna finish it today. I'm gonna see if my son will help me paint this up after the stream today.
Just talking on Derek's build, it's like I would have never thought to build a sewer system, which is weird. Like, I mean, especially if you're a fan of Skyrim with like the Rift and Thieves Guild and stuff like that. It's so cool. I might actually have to build one now.
You do? I mean,
Sewer in Skyrim.
you're gonna build one. You can build one on the 11th.
There we go.
You can build one on the 11th. Yeah, this is someone got the hose again for sure and washed it down here. I see you, Laura. That's exactly what happened. I love the murkiness and the color you got with that sewer build, Derek. Absolutely fantastic.
I'm actually, yeah, Derek, can you tell us what you did with the resin in the chat there? How you mixed it and what colors, and because it seems like you've left some of the pigment and not mixed it so that the pigment is different in certain places, or is it underpainted? Does that make sense?
Yep, that makes sense to me. We'll let us know. We'll move.
Yeah, he showed it without the resin, and it was really underpainted already. And he put the green stuff and all in it before he poured the raisin. I don't know if he did something with the raisin itself. It was nice before the raisin already.
Right. I think.
Can we make? Sorry, Colin. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead, brother.
No, it was just we're moving on to that build of Zane's, but it's a very small image. I'm wondering if we can make it bigger.
I wonder if I can open the original. Nope. That's the size that it's going to be. It opened it in the browser. Does that make sense? But
Yeah.
I can't zoom that one in. Maybe there's another picture. Zane, post another picture. Get one close up and post it in there. We'll look at this one. This one is like, it's absolutely amazing here, Zane. This is the stairwells that he's building up to there. These columns and railing here are 3D printed. There's a lot of, this is a combination. This is going back to that archway and that big old grand entrance from the bridge that he's been sharing on the Discord. This is all part of the same epic build that Zane is putting together. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay. We'll come down. Look at this. Look at this. Here's hubby's Anakin lightsaber. Oh yeah, got the lightsaber. Add to another one. You'll have to come on the stream, Laura, and make one with us when Edgar comes on. I love the Anakin lightsaber.
Earlier in the chat that's not. She just didn't know where to share the image, so she posted it in there. They didn't make that.
Right.
She just wanted to share it with us. So we
it's
could see.
super cool. I like. Laura, you share lightsaber pictures anytime in that Discord whenever you want. You're not gonna make anyone unhappy with that. I love the Anakin lightsaber. It's one of my favorite lightsabers. That and Ben Kenobi's lightsaber, my favorites. Ooh, yes.
For me, I don't know. if you're watching the new stuff, Ahsoka Tano's lightsabers are the
Ahsoka
coolest.
katanas are super cool too.
With the flat sides and
Yep.
the little curve to the handle.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep. You dig it. You dig it the most.
Does something for me.
Speaking of other wieldy weapons, Amy Root continues her amazing quest in tiny sword making here. What is this one wrapped with? I gotta close it in. I'm sorry, I gotta minimize this again. Doubled the gold and silver wires to see if it emphasizes color differential. Let's take a look.
Do you know the way every so often, like in the crafting community, someone comes along and does a certain thing, and then everybody has to make it?
Yeah,
That's what I think about these little swords.
I think so too.
I need to set aside some time to sit down and make.
I think you want to prove Michael correct. Amy Root, post a picture. Join the Tabletop Crafters Guild on Facebook, and then when you do that, post these pictures and see how quickly everyone loses their freaking mind and how amazing they are. And then they will start wanting to do it and wanting to know it. Like, you 1000% should join and get there. I think the double wrap is definitely coming through here. You can see the differential, especially here on the knuckle guard. I love these swords, Amy. They are amazing. And I've also, so I'm going to work with this one. I can't see it right now. The sword I was making on Friday's stream, I am going to continue using the, finishing up like the little bead cap. But the next one that I make, I'm going to sculpt everything except the blade and the needle. Everything else, I'm gonna green stuff. The hilt, the quion, like I'm gonna try just sculpting a sword too, to see if how that goes. That's gonna be
including the quions. Those will be tiny in scale.
I'll show it to you today, Danny. I've got them on the sword, and they're secured on there. I had the knuckle guard drying. That's what I lost. I lost that knuckle guard somewhere. It's somewhere here. I need to find it.
Just a knuckle bow, like
yeah. It's just, and I'm gonna glue that on and secure it to the small sword. Ooh. But the scale that we were playing around with for the minis is pretty good. It's equivalent to the size of Hero Forge, and I think the thinner blade makes it look a little bit more proportional. And I think the Duelist Fights on Foam diorama will have custom tiny swords made for it. Which I've never seen in a build quite like that. I've never seen small swords made in the before in the crafting community. So, Amy Root, inspiring new stuff. Just like Michael said.
And she can pick you with it.
Yes, she can. She can certainly. Lest I ever challenge Amy Root to a small sword duel, I will be a pincushion immediately. There is no
a photograph of you two on Facebook of you two sparring, and she was kicking your ass, man.
Dude, that's not a bad place to be. There is no greater partner to be taken care of on stage in a dance, and Amy Root makes Amy Root is the best partner to work with on stage, because all she does, she's like the most nurturing and supporting. Everything from directing, fighting, performing, it doesn't matter. She rocks, and she's the best fighter that I know. I've got some broadsword footage. Whenever we do a broadsword diorama, I'll bust out some broadsword footage of us where I roll my ankle in the middle of the performance, but I keep going because I'm a baller. But Amy Root can throw down. Doesn't matter what it is. Amy Root, champion of the stage, champion of teeny swords. Cross from Campaign Terrain. Look at this market. I love all the fruit and the food stands, brother. These are so cool.
Those little tables, that's actually Cross just released a video on those.
Can you we should put it in can you find it there, Michael? Let's put it in the chat for everyone. Definitely gonna have to check it out from Campaign Terrain, another great friend and supporter of the Crazy Crafter live stream. You've got a great channel, Cross, and if you guys haven't checked out this video yet, you got to head on over and show it some love. It is absolutely fantastic. Love all the little tables and all the fruit that you've, all the stuff you put together here, Cross. Absolutely wonderful. Oh my goodness. More teeny tiny swords. Look at them. Just look at them. There they are. They're so cool, man. They look so good, Amy. I love these. They're looking good. I love the silver and black. That's a cool combination. I like the gold and the black. I like all the combinations. I love the double wrap with the silver. The double wrapping is cool. I love this middle one here where it's showing the gold and black, then the silver. So good. Zane, here it is. Boom. He's got wires running. It looks like what is it? It's the electrician running new wiring, rewiring the house here. I love it. There's wires absolutely everywhere. Fantastic, Zane. I love this one. You get to see a little bit of the process and how it's all coming together.
A little question for Zane though is I don't know if he's seen Tabletop Witchcraft's video this week with the little the dial control thing for the brightness of the lights. He might find that interesting while he's working on this, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hert from Dark Meadows Workshop is going to work with them.
Very cool.
Got one. He's gonna get them from the guy who designs them. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
This is looking great, Zane. This is looking so cool.
Yeah.
Love it. That is the end of the Discord work sharing today. Fantastic work, everyone. Absolutely fantastic.
And well, actually, since you ended on Zane and those lights, Zane's got a beautiful video about modifying pre-generated low voltage stuff. It's so smart just to invert that street lamp, and it's like 100%. It immediately becomes that little portico sort of style light, and it was duh. I love that little moment of inspiration. Zane taking that thing, flipping it upside down, and suddenly it's obviously that, so smart, Zane.
We'll link that video down there too. We'll link that video down there for everyone as well.
Just while we're on the topic of those little lights, I don't know if any of you guys know a good method or technique for, the little hanging lanterns?
Mm-hmm.
Like that you could set on a tabletop or hanging up. Has anyone seen anybody do anything like that before?
Oh.
I think that that's not a particularly easy one because it is super small.
Super small.
Yeah, that is very, very small.
Even the balloon lights
are
too big for that, I think. The balloon lights are great, but they're too big.
Yeah.
Any ideas?
I think,
I'm not sure.
with the exception of sort of making it integral to the mini, I don't think you're going to make the lantern by itself, but if it was integrated as part of the mini itself, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have 1 millimeter LEDs, 1 millimeter.
Yeah.
Maybe if you can find those and get some really small batteries, like on this one. These have two small.
I've got a funny feeling that next week Tina is going to post us a mini lamp.
Yes.
She will have figured it out.
Yeah, she's gonna figure it out 100%.
You're challenging me, so don't do that.
Yeah, she's gonna say, I discovered this tool used in this bizarre community of other crafters, and it's the perfect thing for
Do you know what? Cross has just said yes. A new channel just built his own. Let me get his channel's name. Cool.
Nice.
Okay. Amazing.
Okay.
Love it.
So, Colin, how far did you get?
I mean, I got to the stage of I'm ready to Mod Podge, right? I'll show you individual thing. I'm gonna leave this. I'm not gonna secure this one in, so this will be able to just pop out, right? And I can put whatever light in. I thought about another thought. If I was gonna do a permanent one, I might strip the inside here, strip it with LEDs, and embed an on-off switch in the bottom here to make it brighter and really kind of shoot out. I think would be pretty cool. But then this top piece I'm gonna leave modular so it can come on or off. But this top side is looking pretty cool. I'll show you guys. Let me get in here, and since my crafting cam,
is that gel that you're using? It's red.
Yeah, so I used this when I directed my online show last year. I had to get cheap lighting solutions for all the students. So I went to the craft store and it's just wrapping paper, but it's clear it's clear cellophane essentially. So I use that, and then we just taped that on top of dollar LED lights, battery powered LED lights, to create some lighting effect for the show we did last year.
Smart.
So now I have a bunch of this stuff left over, and of course I think it works great for creating some cool lighting effects within the crafting. So that's where I got to. I definitely, I'll finish it up today. I'll finish this one up today, and it'll be good.
So,
Look at you. Gremlins on a coffee break. Let's see this thing.
I've got glares as problems.
It's the screen, isn't it?
It's the actual screen itself at this point.
Can you dim
it's
your
got mirrors on mirrors.
Can you dim? Have you got? Is it a Mac? Can you dim it?
Oh yeah.
Let's
dim it, baby.
Where did I put
dim
my
it.
keyboard? It always moves around the workspace. That's about as dim as I can make it, unfortunately. But
Oh, that looks cool though.
Yeah,
That's
you can
looking
see
really
it.
cool.
so, and you can see like one or two of them are actually flickering,
Yep.
which is kind of what I was hoping for. And two of them are solid, because that's what I could deal with. But and then the bottom side is just a nightmare. It's just like
It's not a nightmare.
it's just a pile of little things and all the stuff shoved
It's
through.
not a
but-
nightmare. It looks clean. That looks clean,
No one
Danny.
ever sees the underside of things.
No.
Yeah.
That's true.
But yeah, I think for what it is, I'm definitely getting the infinity effect on my side of things. So it's almost just too glowing for what I'm trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'll start turning my room back on.
Speaking of rooms, this is a we'll see if all goes well. By Wednesday of this week, I will not be in this space. I will be moved into a garage. if the whole IT setup that I've got figured out works, it should be arriving today. Actually, I think it's arriving, and then on Monday, tomorrow, I'm going to spend I'm going to spend some time testing out the I got to test the network and make sure I've got internet out there, but I'm hoping to shift out into I'm going to take a note from Danny. The garage is the place to jam out, and from there I should have a cool studio setup. So we'll see. That's the goal. So I'm hoping Wednesday will be I'll be in the next evolution of this live stream in a dedicated space to stream from. So we'll see. Stay
All those
tuned.
swords
Stay
are the
tuned.
perfect backdrop.
I think so too, and I think it'll be cool because like I literally will be able to have it. I want to see if I can have it set up to where if I want to get up and walk over to a different station, I can just walk over to the Proxon, right? I can walk over to the Proxon, can hang out and craft there. I can move around from station to station, basically. It may not be quite at that level yet on Wednesday, but a dedicated space, a crafting space, will be amazing and a place to watch.
Onwards and
stream
upwards.
from. I think so.
Sounds good.
Not a Wi-Fi extent. Basically a wired adapter, Zane. A wired adapter TP link where you plug it into the wall, route the Ethernet to that, which transmits it to another little a second dongle. I'm calling it a dongle because it's a fun word. Out in the garage, but that is about 25 to 30 yards away, and I'm anxious to see how it's supposed to not drop it. It's supposed to be able to transmit through the walls, through multiple levels. Like that shouldn't all the research that I've done, it should work. So, but much like everything, I'll be testing it all out before Wednesday. So we'll see how it works. Tina, let's see your build from today. Where did we get to? Let's take another look at it.
I got this part. What? The rest of the lights are.
Love it. Look at that. Oh,
Pretty.
in it.
that is so pretty. What did you use? How did you round your foam? Is that just the like? How did you get that lovely round shape? What did you use?
The round shape here.
No, the whole like the whole curvature of
jig.
the structure. Did you use the
Jig.
jig?
Yeah.
And then did you just cut out the interior of it?
Yep.
Yep.
And then again, I want to keep the interior for this here. So, but this one I'm working on. I have to flip.
It seems to have inexhaustible supplies of XPS foam.
Yeah,
I
right.
do,
It's never ending.
But I like this style too because I can flip it upside down. I can put it like this, or I can put it like this. So that's something again. But I have a great supplier for my foam indeed, because there's a store not far from here, but it's not a store, it's for how you call it, groothandel. A big supplier for all the little shops. And if I go there, I can ask them for foam that is not good enough anymore for the builds, like for construction, because it's damaged. But to me, that's no problem because I use little pieces. So I get a 30% discount on it. So for a sheet that is 60 centimeters, 2.40 meters, I give €8 or something like that. So, I mean, I have a huge supply.
That's amazing. I'm super jealous of that.
That's
So,
cool.
Just side note here. Cross sent me a video link for those mini lanterns that we were talking about a second ago. So I've just posted that in the chat.
Wonderful.
Good. I've had a little scan through it, and it looks very good.
Open a new tab.
It is very cool. I mean, I think it could. I mean, just watching the video there, like that's a great first step. And I mean, it looks really good. It's maybe slightly thick, but because of the size of the bulb he's using, I think you could hone it down and make it even smaller if you wanted to.
Yep. Yep. Super, super cool. Thanks for sharing that, Cross.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for sharing that. What else you got there, Tina? What are you holding there? What are you holding there?
Those little balloon lights.
Oh, those balloon lights are cool. I need all of the lights. I need all the lights. Oh, no way.
Oh,
and it glows. I
I love that. I love them.
Oh, that's a
Just
cool
so
one.
funny. Just so
Look at that. Hold
funny.
it.
I love that.
Those are so cool, Tina.
And these are those little lights again. You see.
See,
I really like
now
those.
that reminds me of Atmos Seeker last week trying to do some sci-fi scattered terrain. That looks absolutely fantastic.
And that again with the little rivets on it.
Ugh.
Oops. You see?
See, and then when you turn it off, it still looks like you.
The rivets by themselves
are really
beautiful
awesome.
Detail. Yeah,
Man.
That what makes it. The little details always sell the piece. Always. That's something I learned. So, lots of details.
Yeah.
Lots
find
of
ways
details.
to make details.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's for me. Okay.
Yeah, it's getting some love. Everyone's digging that in the chat, Tina. Everyone's like, love that. I feel like the phrase "love that, Tina" is probably the majority of the chat today.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
I really love crafting because I have a demanding job. I'm a head nurse, and it's a very demanding job, especially in those times.
Yep.
And when I get home, I get to clear my head and go into the world with everything I can craft and do. So for me, it's keeping my sanity.
Yes, 100%. And I agree. I couldn't agree with you more, Tina. And I'm so glad. Like, this another thing too that building upon off that statement. Everyone out there who's tuning in with all of us that have been with us that are new to the channel. This community has been tremendous in the last half year. And, having you guys show up and hang out with us every week and the whole purpose of the channel is to help us get just a little bit better and expand in the craft every week, and to grow, to laugh, to share new information. And that's all you guys have done. And I think, Michael and I see that on our Discord servers with the community that you guys share. And every single one of you out there, including, this goes, for you too, Tina, that have been supporting me, Michael, and Danny as we continue to grow this channel, has been overwhelming. Overwhelming is the word. And continuous source of inspiration. So I just wanted to say thank you to Tina, and to thank you to every single one of you that tune in, that support the channel. Like, that's huge. And if you're like, how do I support this channel further, and what can we do? Share it, like it, comment, help spread the word, because this community is continuing to grow, and that's all it's going to continue to do, is just grow and get big. The hearts of everyone in the crafting community are vast and welcoming. So that's what we're going to keep doing. This community will keep growing, and it grows because of people like you, Tina, because of Danny, because of Michael, because of Lee Zhao, because of Cross from Finding New Resources, because of Zane, who is now sharing information and has his own channel, because every single one of you are active and are just sharing your passion with everyone, which is amazing.
Yeah, it is. I love it.
Zane dropped a comment earlier in the chat about saying, after this stream goes down and we finish the stream for this evening, if people could drop a comment below the video. Yeah. Not in the chat, because that will, I think, I'm sure everyone's heard about the YouTube algorithm and stuff, but because this is a live stream and everyone's chatting, normally we don't get comments below, but it would be great if people did leave comments for Colin, saying if they've enjoyed it, or if they've had a particular idea or questions in there, and continue the chat a little bit afterwards. That would be awesome.
It's huge. There's a couple of things in the chat here. Laura Elstad, Tina Maertens, as a first responder in the medical, people are usually exhausted after work. It's very tiring. Laura saying, thank you for all you do, and I'm amazed that you are able to find the time for crafting. Beautiful. 100%, Laura echoed those sentiments. It is like, I cannot think of a rougher year for every single person, right? This year has challenged everyone, but folks that are in the medical profession, like it is an overwhelming state. It's been overwhelming not in that profession to go through. So it's because of you and all the other, shared colleagues around the world that have worked tirelessly. We're in a better spot. And it's amazing. Derek saying dang, I missed 420 subs. He wanted to rip one when that happened. You can rip one, bro. Don't wait. Rip one.
I saw it when it went 420, and I was just like, 420.
I almost snapshotted it and was like 420, bam, 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 bam. But I was like, I'm not gonna.
It's a family stream, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, it's legal in California, bro. I don't care. And I like, it's there's nothing.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
No, I don't think Arnold did that. I don't think Arnold did that one. But yeah, that's a fun one. We are at I think where are we? Are we still at 420? What are we at right now?
423.
Oh, some new subs on the stream today. Thank you all for the subs. I know, was it Dark Matter? Who was here in the chat earlier in the day?
Dark Matter Workshop.
Yeah, Dark Matter Workshop. Thank you for the sub. That I did get dinged on an email and it notified me. Thanks for the sub, Dark Matter Workshop. Definitely looking forward to hanging out.
Yeah, you have to look out his stuff. He's a really great.
I am a subscriber already.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
He's a great crafter too.
That was a
he paints amazingly.
Nice.
Well, just made a little diorama in a box just now. I mean,
cool.
he's super. Yeah, I love him. I really love him.
It's illegal in Illinois? Come on, country. Get it together.
It is legal.
Oh, it is legal. It's legal. Come on, everyone else that's not Illinois and like I think it's the majority. Is it the vast majority of the U.S. now? I think it's the vast majority. Anyway, I'm glad you all celebrated. I hope you all, if you didn't celebrate it when it happened, celebrate it today. Treat yourself on Sunday. Celebrate 423 subs. Rip one for the channel.
No.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. Well, Tina, this has been an absolute joy. Thank you so much for joining us on the stream today, and thank you for sharing the Infinity Portal tutorial with us and all the other tutorials. And look, you did you were an absolutely fantastic guest. So thank you so much for coming on.
But no more nerves for next time. You can just
No
come
more
on
nerves.
anytime.
Now she's on all the time now. She's a seasoned vet, like no problem. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed to Nat One Videos, head over to Nat One Videos and subscribe to Nat One. All of that support means the world to both Michael and I. Until then, Tina, we will see you next time on the stream. Thank you so much for coming on.
I was thinking about see you on chat. Okay, I'll see you in the chat.
We will have you back on again. Michael, as always, thank you so much for hanging out today. Danny, amazing work as always. Those gremlins got off their coffee break and ended up turning out some really good work, brother.
It was a time change through them.
They caught up.
Yeah.
Last but not least, thank you all of you out there that joined us today. Be sure to craft your passion daily and tune in on Wednesday. I'll see you then at 10 a.m. For the next series on Fights on Phone. Be well, everyone.
Bye.